We have a lot going on this evening. I have a lot of information to share with you, and I'm so excited about it. I do want to give you the heads up. It is thundering really bad here. I actually got an emergency notification on my phone that we're in flash flood warning. So in the event that I would cut out of this call, I will try my best to come back on, but sometimes during the storm, we lose our internet. So I just wanted to tell you ahead of time in case I just disappear. Sound like a plan? Let's hope that doesn't happen though. Okay, so tonight's call is a really important one. And the reason why it's so important is because product launches, they really can change the face of your business. And I'm sharing from experience. I have seen a lot of product launches, but I launched differently with the to-be mindset than I've ever launched anything before. And I will tell you that I had my best month in 4.5 years due to the to-be mindset launch. And I believe that a lot of that had to do with the way that I promoted it. And so tonight, what I'll be sharing on this call are some of the things that I did for to-be mindset and that I'm planning to do for LIIFT4. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to have a piece of paper if you don't already, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of information. And I want you to know that you do not have to do all of it. You don't have to, do it exactly my way. These are just suggestions. And I also want to say something. I think it's very easy to feel overwhelmed, right? Whenever we're getting ready to launch a new program, maybe you haven't watched anything yet from a training standpoint, because I know there's been a lot of trainings out there. Maybe you haven't watched anything and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, this launches tomorrow and I've missed the boat, right? Some of you might feel that way. I know that I was starting to feel that way about to-be mindset, but I decided that instead of fear of the overwhelm and fear of being behind, I was just going to jump in with both feet and I was going to get to work. And so tonight, I hope that you will leave with that same mindset. My hope is not that you listen to all this and you think, oh my gosh, there's too much to do, so I'm going to do nothing, because that's what some people do. They get overwhelmed, and instead of doing something, they do zero, and that's not going to get you anywhere. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is just the dates. So if you haven't already seen them, I shared them in our team page, but June 11th, which is tomorrow, is when you can have VIP access. And some people have questioned, what does that even mean? Why are we doing it and whatnot? Joel Freeman, the creator of the program, he put it in a really good way. He's like, you know what? He's like, I want you to think of it as going to the movie theaters. When you go to the movie theaters, you pay a little bit more, right? I'm going to take my son to see The Incredibles on Friday, and I'm going to pay out the wazoo because he wants to see it now. But if I wanted to wait, right, I could wait to rent it from Comcast or buy the DVD, and I could get that in the fall. That's the same thing with this VIP piece, because sometimes your customers are going to say to you, what is this? Hold on. I paid for on demand to have it for the year. Why would I have to pay to have it early? I just kind of want you to think of it that way, that it's kind of like going to the movies. It's a VIP thing. You don't want it? That's fine. It's available in October. So June 11th, tomorrow, is when you can make your VIP purchase. And what that means is that you are going, so tomorrow, between tomorrow and July 16th, you would receive $10 off your completion pack price. Now, that $10 off is also, because we're all coaches, right? So we're gonna save money, but we're also going to be able to be put into Joel's coaches only group. I think you're starting to probably see the trend. Beachbody has been creating, every time they come out with a new program, they let us work with the trainer first. We got to work with Alana, we got to work with Autumn. This is very intentional, okay? For two reasons. Number one, they want us to get the best results, and they want us to be able to ask them the questions that we have so we can support our customers. But number two, if you step back and you look at this from a recruiting standpoint, you all have a lot of clients who are, very much on their way, on their journey. They're enjoying BOD, they like the programs. Like, I'm sure you have lots of customers who are just customers. They're not coaches, and they're not necessarily interested in the discount. However, they are interested in working with the super trainers. I signed up 10 coaches last month. And a lot of them signed up simply because they wanted to be in Alana's test group. So lean into the fact that they can sign up as a coach and get to work with Joel. I mean, for a lot of the women, Joel is some great eye candy. I mean, he's married, but a lot of women are really excited for the chance to work with Joel. And so I just want you guys to really think about this. Like, wow, I know some of you are really excited about rank advancing, whether it be to Emerald or Diamond. Think about the possibility. So I was very straightforward with 2B Mindset. I said from the get-go, do you want to work with Alana as well as me? And so it was easy to then offer the coaching opportunity. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Now, when you make your purchase tomorrow, or whatever day you're going to buy it, you are going to be given something called B4 Lift. And this is a week's worth of workouts from LIIFT4. And you will receive those and you'll have access to them. On July 16th, when LIIFT4 comes out, those workouts will get archived with the LIIFT4 exercises. So this is just something to help us, because this is going to allow us to do teasers. We're going to be able to do some of the workouts for our videos, for our Facebook or our Instagram, and it's just going to give us a little bit of stuff to get our feet wet so we can really talk about it. Now, they also created, did you guys see it? Have you all done it? It's called, I think they called it what is it? Not a Fitspo. Oh, what was it? It's like why am I forgetting my words? What's the word? Infomercial. It's like an infomercial, but it's a Fitspo-mercial or something. Like, they have a silly name for it that they called it. So that LIIFT4 workout that a lot of you probably tried, that was not actually the LIIFT4 workout. I know that some of you thought it was. It was not. It was moves from LIIFT4. Joel was talking us through it, and he talked about that in some of the training videos in the Beachbody Champions page. This was just a teaser. Now, I'm going to kind of just jump forward now, and I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of like training pieces. So those are our dates. And again, October 1st, anyone can have it. But those are the dates we're looking at in between them. Now I'm going to go into training, and then I'm going to show you sort of my funnel system, how I moved everybody through. So I'm going to do a screen share right now. I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to walk through a couple things. So this image is something that I shared with you guys in the team page. This is just showing the pricing on 2B, or not 2B Mindset, on LIIFT4. These are your options for existing BOD customers, and then the other ones for non-BOD customers. This would be people who were wanting to get more so the challenge packs, and not necessarily just the unlock. There is the option to do the digital unlock. Like if this is just a customer who already has BOD, they already are on Shakeology or whatnot, but they want to unlock it. I believe you're looking at $39.95. I think that's the unlock price. So I wanted to share that with you, but now I want to go ahead and go over to our coach back office. So if you have not already spent some time here, this is where you really want to live, okay? There's great trainings out there, but nothing beats this. So in the back office, if you go under Grow My Business, there's a spot for product toolkits. I want you to go under the LIIFT4 one. You don't need to do it right now, but I'm just telling you, this is where you want to get your information from. This is correct. It's constantly updated. It's going to give you, this one is a pricing guide. This one is a training guide. This is a comparison guide, basically to help them decide if this is the program for them. And then you're also going to see a lot of images. Like, this is just a really great space to start pulling information from. So if you haven't already visited this, I want you to do that. What I want you to do after you spend some time here, I want you to create something. And I say something because there's not a right or wrong way to do this. I want you to create something that you can share with your customers. And I don't want you to think this is me saying you've got to go build a website. I'm not, okay? I want you to do what's best for you. I want you to take that information and put it either in a Google Doc, a blog, a website, make a video. Do what works for you right now. Do not spend tons of time creating a platform just to put something somewhere. So I will show you what I did with mine. I do have a blog, and on my blog, here's what I did. I took the information from the back office. In it, I shared the video. So like the little trailer of what's coming soon. So all of you could do this in a Google Doc, right? You could take a Google Doc, you could paste that video. And then I took the frequently asked questions. What is LIIFT4? Who is it for? I just copied and pasted this. I did not write this myself. I took it from Beachbody's back office. That's why they gave it to us. I put information about the coach test group right here. I put information about the transformations. So there's some transformation photos there. Share whichever ones you'd like. Let's see, I see we have a comment. Let me see what it is. Vanessa did the same thing. Yeah, just copy paste it. Don't overthink this and don't make it more difficult than it has to be. They want us to they want us to use their info, and to be honest with you, they prefer that we do. We can actually get in trouble if we're just like making up stuff. You have to be careful that you're citing their stuff. Now up here, I have a link that says you can click to stream the free workout, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, but so I'll come back to it. Down here on the bottom is the application form, and this is what I want to jump to now. So in my blog, I always include an application form. Hold on, I saw your chat. Let's see for a second. Yeah, so Vanessa's she talked about, so Kate, Vanessa, I think also you're a blogger. Vanessa said she added a little bit about looking forward to it because it's only 4 days a week. Yeah, this is huge for people. They're really excited about it, and most people are also excited, and I noticed Joel talked a lot about this. It's so that you can do something different on other days, so that you can go swimming or you can do spinning or yoga or whatever. Like, he wants you to play up the fact that, yes, it's a rest day, but it's also like a fun exercise day, because what they were finding was a lot of people were saying, like, man, I'm a runner, but I don't have the time to run or whatnot. So that's why they kind of did this. So now I'm going to move over to the next thing that I created. Hey, Michelle, I got to give Michelle props for being with us. She's on an awesome vacation right now, and she's still got on the team call. So woo, we're glad to see you. Okay, so here's where I'm talking now. I'm transitioning over to the application form. This is very simple to create. If you have Google Docs, if you have Gmail, you just go to File, Create New Form. Some people use, I think Michelle uses Jot. Like, there's all kinds of form. I used to use Wufoo. You can pick and choose what you want to use. The platform doesn't matter. But what's important is that you have something so that you look like a professional coach, right? So that when they say, can I have more information about LIIFT4, you say yes, and you send them to either your website or that Google Doc you made or the video that you made about it. So that's like step one. The next step would be when they say, this does seem like something for me. I am interested. What do I do next? So what you do next is you ask them to fill out the client intake form. Now we're really serious, right? When you're filling out a form saying, I want to be a part of this, this is where it gets more serious. This is where the likelihood of you getting a no becomes a lot lower. So this is what my form looks like. I'm happy to share it with the team. I can post it in the page if you want. But this is a form that I use all the time. I never change it. It's almost like when you go to the doctor's office where they ask you, are you taking any medications? What are your current health habits? I just use this to get to know them a little bit better. But then I'm very blunt. I ask them a few questions that are important. I ask them, do you currently have a BOD membership? Are you using Shakeology or any other Beachbody products? And this question is like the money question, right? This is how you sign up coaches really easily. Are you already getting the 25% discount? Yes, no, or no, but I'd like to be. Most people always click yes, or that they'd like to be. And they always say, how do I do that? People want to save money. So don't be afraid to cut to the chase and to simply ask that question. Now, what's nice about this, granted, I have not sent this out. This one has 0 responses because I made a copy of this from my other one. But what's nice about this form, it's going to create a spreadsheet for you of your very warm market, meaning the people who are very interested because they filled out that form. It's going to make your life so much easier. So I like to put mine into a spreadsheet. So Google will bump it so that it creates a spreadsheet. And then I will work off this spreadsheet, and I will then highlight from here, like all the people's names. Like I'll highlight green when I followed up the first time, blue when I followed up the second time, orange when they purchased. Like I just really color code this, and I live off this form. I will show you, let me find my 2B one really quick. I wasn't gonna pull this up, but I think I am. Let's see, 2B mindset. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't know what I don't know what I called it. So I don't want to waste time, but moral of the story is I have this spreadsheet and it has about 40 people on it, and it is very detailed and very color coded, but it was really helpful for me during that launch. That's where I spent so much of my time. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go over to the Facebook group. Okay, so this is the hub, and this is like a separate piece. So creating that information sheet, creating the application, those are two little pieces. This piece becomes where you're gonna do a lot of your promoting. So what you're gonna do, all of you are going to create your own individual Facebook LIIFT4 launch group. And the reason why I want you to create your own is because I want them to see you as the leader, right? I want them to be getting information from you so that you're the one that they pick to be their coach. And I want you to realize that I did something here. If you look at my LIIFT4 group, there's already 153 members in it, and I've hardly talked about it. How do you think I got 153 members in this group that fast? Any guesses? I used my To Be Mindset group. Okay, I did. I went in and I changed the name of it, and I changed the banner, because these are all people who I know are a little bit interested in what I'm doing, whether it be because of nutrition, whether it be about this. And guys, I'm actually on the fence about making this into like a Beachbody community page for myself, where in this I would share all product launches. I would share just me going live once in a while. Like, that's something for another day. But I'm really interested in the people who are in this group, okay? Because every person in this group is not a current customer of mine. So creating this group is really important for you guys. So when you create this group, this is where you're just going to do info sharing. You're not necessarily going to be, this is not where your challenge group is going to be. It can be, but it's not going to be in this group. You can make a LIIFT4 group for Facebook, but make sure that you have this information-only group. In it, you're going to share the stuff from the back office. Now, granted, remember what I said? Mine all is mostly set up from To Be Mindset. So I'm going to scroll down through it just so you can see what it looked like. So here I went live a lot in this group. I talked about the, this was me promoting the round 2 of To Be Mindset. So I think it's important for you to go live in there so that they can see you. I talked about the pricing and like when the sales were over. What else did I have? And one thing that I found was really great in here, I did share prices. They want to know the information. So don't be afraid. You know how we're always like, we give the pricing info last. Typically, give them the info. They want to know what it costs. They want to do it with you. They're excited. And then I shared things like stuff from the coach test group. So this was one where I shared like the weight loss that they were seeing in the first week. Now, granted, I'm sharing you To Be Mindset stuff, but then sometimes I would put some of my posts in here that were about To Be Mindset, but this was kicker. And this is something I want all of you to try. I used social proof to get them excited when somebody bought. Here I talked about, this is me talking about how they could watch me doing my before pictures and measurements on my Instagram. But I used the social proof and I shouted somebody out every single time they bought. And I was really fortunate that people were buying pretty often. So I was actually making an image just like this one every single day, basically. And I was putting those people's names on there and I was saying, there's still time to join us. Ask me how. I shared my meal plan. Basically, I shared anything I could find about To Be Mindset. I made this like my go-to place. And then anytime somebody joined the group, like after the fact, I would tag them in this specific post, which was my application form. This is something that I would love for you guys to share in your LIIFT4 group. So remember that form I told you to make? And I would have them, I'd tag them, I'd say, fill this out. Like I really made them believe that that was the next step to getting into my challenge group. So as you can see, I was very busy in there for To Be Mindset, but it worked and it worked really, really well. So I'm going to encourage you to do that same thing. Recognize when someone buys, go live, share meal plans, share back office stuff. One thing that's also important when someone joins that group, because you might get an overwhelming amount of people, I want you to voice message them on Facebook and I want you to say to them, thanks so much for joining my LIIFT4 group. What has you most excited about this program? Or why do you want more info? And start that conversation. And I want you to keep following up with them. Most people who bought from me from 2B Mindset, we went back and forth about 4 times. So 4 different hey, you said you wanted to join. Like, I didn't want to be pestering, but I really didn't let up on them, and they bought, and they were glad that I didn't let up on them, because it's easy to like join a group and then forget about it, but it's really it's a powerful thing when you join and it actually works. So anyways, I was really proud of the way I did that, and I would really recommend you doing the same thing. Before I keep going, I want to check the chat section and just make sure that everybody's still good here. Let's see. I see we have a couple things. So yeah. Okay. Christina, would I recommend deleting out the 2B Mindset stuff? I guess it's just going to depend. I'm not going to, because I want them to see that it's kind of like a community. And then I'll probably leave all my LIIFT4 stuff, so that when the people join, like as they're joining for this one, they might go down and scroll through and be like, wait a minute, what's this? Some people would tell you, no, delete it all out. Like, I think it's just going to depend on your preference. But for now, I'm planning on leaving it there, because that's sort of, for those people, that's why they were there. So I feel like if I got rid of all of it and now I was just posting about this workout program, they'd be like, wait a minute, I don't know why I'm in this group anymore. So that's how I did it. Now, here's another thing that's really exciting. Beachbody gave us a free workout. They put it in front of the paywall with On Demand. I'm assuming that most all of you did it. It was that preview LIIFT4 workout, the one that I said it was a fits. You know what I'm talking about, the infomercial, basically. I want you to do that with your clients. So your challengers, I want you to encourage every single one of them to try it. Do it together. Make it fun. Michelle did a great job of this. In our 2B Mindset group, she was like, hey, I'm going to work out at this time. Everybody should join me. People love our sense of community that we have. That's why a lot of people join Beachbody, especially as coaches. They want the sisterhood or the friendship that we are so fortunate to have. And so your clients would love to work out with you. So don't be afraid to offer it. Schedule a workout on a Saturday morning or a Thursday or whatever, like whatever works for your life. And don't just do it once, but do it a couple times. And then in that free group, so you know how I told you there's 120 some members in that free group of mine, or that info group, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to say to them, guys, let's work out together this coming Saturday. Let's do the preview workout. And I'll do it with them. And I'll have them sign up for the free Beachbody On Demand account. You know, you can do the free 14-day trial. I will have them do that. Now, some of you have said, well, wait a minute. Can't we just send them that link from the back office? Because I shared that link with you guys. Yes, you could, but then they're not signed up as your customers. And you want that, because down the road, they'll be your customer, right? Say they don't buy anything now, but in June they do, or July they do. You will be their coach. Now, they can always do a coach switch, but for the most part, they'll stick with you, okay? So it's important to get them to sign up for that 14-day free trial so that they can try the workout. What else did I want to share with you guys? So do it via Zoom if you can, like what we're on right now. All of you have the capability of scheduling a meeting, just like I did tonight. You can schedule your own. You can share that Zoom link with your customers, and then you guys can work out together. Now I'm going to move forward into like a different to-do list item, right? So if all these things are to-do list items, I'm going to move on to the next. The next would be your existing customers. So I want you to look at, who are your existing customers? Those are the people who you now need to be letting them know, hey guys, here's what's coming up. What I'm doing is I'm having my assistant Megan take my blog post, so the post that I shared with you guys in the beginning. Megan's taking my blog post and she's just taking all the content from it and she's going to put it in a newsletter and send it out to all of my existing clients. So again, for those of you who have customers, pull their email. You can use MailChimp. If you've never used MailChimp, go watch a video on it. It's very easy. It's a great way to send professional looking newsletters. I promise you, you can teach yourself how to do it. If you can't figure it out, let me know. I'd be glad to get on a Zoom call with you and tell you how to do it. But it's really a great way to just stay in touch with those people. So then you're going to send that message to your clients saying, hey, here are your purchase options. Here are the dates when it's available. And let them know that they can try one of the free workouts. So that's a to-do list item. making sure they know that it's out there. The next to-do list item, this is kind of the last thing that I'm going to leave you guys with, is thinking about Instagram. So those of you who are on Instagram, you want to start to leverage the application. So those of you who use Linktree, where you know how we have it in our Instagram bios where there's that link and it says click here, and then all of a sudden it pops up with all of your join my challenge group, email me, whatever. You want to put the application in there for LIIFT4. So that's something that I did on Friday. I put that application in there. So then I'll say to them, if they say they're interested in more info, I'll say, fill out that application that you can find in my bio, please. And again, that'll put them on my really warm market list. I'm going to use pools. So I'll do some of the workouts and I'll say, do you want to do this workout too? You're probably starting to see coaches do this already. They're saying, do you want to try the free workout? You're going to start to see this a lot. Everybody on Facebook is now saying, like, I'm giving away to the first 100 people, I'm going to give away a free beach body workout. Word it however you want. It's been getting a lot of play this weekend where they say to them, who wants a free workout? And everybody's like, me. And then they say, I'll message you details on how. What they're doing is having them sign up for the free bot account so that they can try that workout in front of the paywall. A lot of people have been doing that over the weekend. Let's see here. And so another thing to think about is just how you're going to market it. Go live on your Instagram, or if you're using Facebook Live, you can obviously, just flip these. Go live, talk about it often, share different aspects of the program about why they would love it or why it's exciting, and just talk about it from every angle that you can think of and get creative. If you're using Canva for your images, make some great images for LIIFT4, and just do your best. But I want you to really just realize that anything is better than nothing. And this is going to move your business forward if you take advantage of it, okay? What questions do you have right now, or what do you want to share, or what have you done that I didn't cover that you think everybody else should consider doing? I'll go ahead and I'll mute myself. You guys can unmute if you'd like.
So, Sarah, you said it's going on regular Beachbody On Demand in October?
Yes.
So anybody who has access would see it then?
You got it, yes. And make that very clear to your customers. Just really make sure that the VIP word is in there, because otherwise they're going to be like, wait, I have BOD, why don't I see it? So it's got to be really clear that this is a special thing to get it now.
Okay, but it'll be the same workouts and everything.
Yeah, it'll be the same. Otherwise, you'll get a lot of messages saying, hey, I didn't get the workout. What are you talking? Where is it? They might be a little grumpy. Okay. So be very clear about the VIP. Vanessa, Michelle, have you guys done anything that I didn't mention that they should think about? Is there anything that we're missing that you would recommend? Maybe not. Okay. Vanessa, go ahead. I think I keep trying to unmute.
I would just say that what I noticed in 2B that, I don't know, I guess I knew it before, but I really noticed with 2B, like I blasted social media with 2B more than I have done with any other program. I would maybe put out a post or talk to some people about it, but I literally just blasted it to everybody over and over again. I must have posted about it 3 to 4 times a week for about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And I've never done that before, but I noticed, what's that old, someone's got to see something, 10 times before or 7 times before they do something about it. And so I just say, just keep,
right? Record Success Club.
Yeah. So I just say, I'm going to send out a newsletter, once a week. I'm going to keep posting about it on social media. I'm going to talk about it on my stories every day.
Mm-hmm. I think we have to remember that we're the only one who sees our posts every single day. Like we're the one, we know how often we're posting, but there's so many people who don't see your posts in the morning or the night, and they're not scrolling your feed to go back and look for them. So don't be afraid to put it out there often, like she said.
And I know it seems like, I know everyone says, oh, don't post about Beachbody all the time. It doesn't have to be a Beachbody post. It can be, you doing the workout with your kids, or you learning something. You're so excited because you're so busy. You've been busy all day and you're so excited about the new program, which is only 4 days a week. Or if you do something else like run or something like that, you're running and you're so excited for the new program. So it doesn't always have to be in your face Beachbody.
Yeah.
But it can you can weave it in there.
Absolutely. That's good advice. Thank you for that. I'm excited. I think if
Sarah,
yeah, go ahead.
When they say giving away a free workout, I'm confused which workout that's going to end up being. It's not the one that was just released recently, is it?
Yeah, because in your back office, there's actually a link now to stream like just the workout. Like they gave us like an actual link that just takes you to this like movie basically of it. I would say have them sign up for on demand, but if they're not signing up for on demand, that link will work. They can play it without having bought. So that is what they're basically saying. Who wants a free workout of this new Lift Hit program? And they're basically sending them the infomercial, which is what we all did the other day. Good question though. What else? Any other questions you can think of? Not yet. Please don't be overwhelmed, okay? What you get to from these lists, you get to. Please know that this is my full-time job. For a lot of Vanessa, this is her full-time. A lot of us, this is our full-time job. And so we have no other choice but to do the blog posts and the videos and the YouTube. Like we have to go all out. Some of you, I realize, are here for the hobby and you're like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Do what's your pace, your race, your pace, whatever you do, all of it will help you move your business forward though, okay? All right, if you have questions or you need anything, please post them in the team page. We're happy to support you guys, especially this week. I know things will be busy with this launch. Get excited and just dig in. If you are not already a member of the Beachbody Champions page, please go ahead and like that page, join that page. That is where you're gonna find all kinds of trainings. It's a very helpful resource. So I know we have some newer coaches, so I wanted to mention that. All right, last but not least, let's take a quick team picture here. Vanessa, you wanna take it? We're always so good at it. Okay, so everybody smile. I can't hear her.
Sorry, I was just saying I was maximizing my screen because you could see everything behind it.
Are we good, or have you been
so
awkwardly smiling long enough?
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, everybody smile.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great evening. Thanks for getting on.